station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Guten Morgen, guten Tag und guten Abend und willkommen bei INCRadio Northern Europe Satellite Studio.
From wherever you're watching, good morning, good day, and good evening. Welcome to INCRadio Northern Europe Satellite Studio. My name is Sister Tamara May Sobrepeña.
And I am Sister Angela Domingo, and we are both broadcasting live from Vienna, Austria, and we will be your hosts for tonight.
Yes, so today we have Sunday, December 15, and it's currently 8 p.m. here in Austria. And in the Philippines, we have December 16, and it's already 3 a.m. in the morning. So good morning to the Philippines.
Yes, good, very, very early morning to our listeners and viewers in the Philippines. Let's jump right into our topic discussion, Sister Tammy, right? So for our topic today, it will be a generation talk where we explore generational differences, how each age group views life, communicates, and upholds values, and while also fosters understanding and highlights what we all learn from each other, especially in our faith. Now, without any further ado, let's introduce our guests. Our first guest is from Brno, Czech Republic. Hello po, Brother Irby.
Yes, hello po.
Hello.
Magandang gabi po sa ating lahat ng mga nanonood. Ako po pala si kapatid na Irby Roy Santos from Czech Republic, Brno, GWS. Isa pong choir member, CWS teacher, and at the same time, I finance the MT, and then Kadiwa president.
Wow, our brother is very active. And yes, please introduce to all the rest of the guests. Please introduce yourself, where you're from, what your church duties are, and also what year you were born in. Kuya Irby, what year were you born in?
Yeah, I'm born in 1991.
Wow. Okay po. Thanks for joining us. We'll come back to you later.
Thank you, po, brother. Let's also hear Sister Phoebe. Hi, sister.
Good evening po to everyone. My name is Sister Phoebe Ann Castro po from the Group Worship Service of Larvik, Norway. I have my duties po in the District Multimedia, a District Kadiwa Officer, and the TSB po. And I was born in the year 2004.
Oh, wow. A very young, active member.
Yeah.
Thank you so
for
much,
joining us,
sister.
Sister Phoebe. Our next guest is also from Norway. Hello, Sister Judy.
Hello, everyone watching. I'm Sister Judy Salpalarasho, a choir member and multimedia officer from Oslo, East Norway, and I was born in 1996.
Okay. Who's our next guest, Sister Tammy?
Let's move to Croatia. We have with us Sister Jamily. Hi, sister.
Hello po to everyone as well. I'm Sister Jamily Bautista po. I hold duties in the choir and I'm also a district multimedia officer po. And I was born in the year 2005 po.
Even younger.
Yes, that's what I wanted to say. Wow.
Okay, our next guest is here for her very first time. So please let's welcome Sister Jenica. Hello po.
Hello po, good evening po. I'm Sister Janica INCRadio po from Group Worship of Zagreb, Croatia po, and a choir member po, and I was born in 1974 po.
At least we can tell po. I wouldn't have guessed 70s po.
Thank you so much, sister. We also have with us another brother from Croatia. Hello, po.
Yes po. Good evening po. Brother Wizeus Virtudato po from GWS Zagreb, Croatia. And I was born 1996 po.
Thank you so much for everyone for joining us tonight. We will be looking forward to you talking about the generation talk, since we have so many from different years they were born in.
Yes, but before we start our topic discussion, let's discuss really quickly the definition of the word generation and also an overview of the last 5 generations that we have. So, what is a generation? According to internet resources, a generation refers to a group of individuals born and living around the same time, typically sharing similar or cultural, social, or historical experiences. Okay, so Sister Tammy, can you give us
Yes.
an overview of the generation?
So those who were born between 1946 to 1964, this is the generation of the baby boomers. And then we have those who were born 1965 to 1979. Those are called Generation X. Then those who were born between 1980 and 1996, those are the millennials. And from 1997 to 2012, those are Generation Z or Gen Z. And then we have Gen Alpha, who are born from 2013 up until recently.
This year. So,
Yes.
Sister Tammy, which generation are you in?
Gen Z. How about you, Ate?
I'm a millennial through and through.
Oh, wow.
Okay, now let's start our topic discussion, shall we? Let's go back to Brother Irby. We would like to know what's one thing that your generation is known for that you resonate with?
Okay po. I think I'm always listening the elderly using po at opo and and then like um always in the housekeeping, mga gawaing bahay. So I think the all is yun yung tingin ko na kinagisnan nung sa mga panahon ng mga 90s. So lalo yung and then yung laging natutugunan is yung pakikinig lagi ng music. That is my habit to do.
Yes, I agree with that because I'm just like that. Anytime I'm free, anytime I'm out or when I'm doing house chores, I can't do it without listening to music. So I guess it's a millennial thing. Next, we were
Actually, I want to add that I think music is like it's part of our lives, and actually I think we can all agree that while we're doing chores at home that we listen to music or so.
I guess it's something that has been passed on to us.
Yeah.
Uh, the for the I don't want to say older, the generations before us. Yes. So, Brother Irby, we would also like to know if you could trade places with someone from a different generation for a day, what would you want to experience?
I think I want to experience like mm, like the what do we call this? Like bayani. So, yung gusto ko lang ng kapayapaan sa kapaligiran at na matahimik ng bayan. Then, siyempre lalo tayo bilang gusto natin yung laging um, may paggabay lagi ng Panginoong Diyos. Yun.
Yes. So, Brother Irby said he would want to go back to pre-war time, so before the world wars happened, because it was a more peaceful time, and also because we are guided by our Lord God. Yes, thank you, Brother Irby, for those answers. We will get back to you later. Now we would like to know from Sister Phoebe, right?
Yes. So, Sister Phoebe, what's one thing that your generation is known for that you resonate with?
Aside from listening to music po and to movies, what I can relate more to the generation that I am in now is that a lot of people my age work independently and like their own space. It's not negative to work with others. However, working independently also allows you to showcase your skills, and maybe you can be a more good contribution to your work.
Yes, that's actually true. That's what I've been not experiencing, but what I have been observing with those from your generation. Or actually, we're in the same. But yes, and if you could trade places with someone from a different generation for one day, what would you want to experience?
I would love to trade the generation where mobile devices and the internet has not been yet introduced. I would love to know, or I'm curious to know what I am as a person then without having any knowledge of these mobile devices, smartphones, and the internet.
Yes, I totally can relate to that too. And it would probably be also my pick, just to experience how life would be without all these electronic devices or the internet, because people used to live without the internet or social media. Thank you so much. We will come back to you, Sister Phoebe.
Yes, thank you, Sister Phoebe. Now we would like to know from Sister Judy, what's one thing that your generation is known for that you can relate with?
I believe my generation were known for using social media a lot, professionally and personally. Don't you agree? Yes, and we are socially conscious and we think about what we want to post on social media. And we also love to experience new things, such as traveling to a new country, which resonates with me. But I also agree with what Brother Irby and Sister Phoebe said. I agree that, of course, music. We love music. That also resonates with me. And also house chores. I think at a young age, I learned to be a helpful child to my parents. Yes, and becoming independent and finding a job, because we need to be independent in this world, in order to be able to earn our living. Yes.
Yes, I agree with that. I feel like our generation, millennials, with the word independent is also it's also stuck to that generation. Yes, and also, Sister Judy, if you could trade places with someone from a different generation for a day, what would you like to experience?
Um, I would probably trade with someone in the older generation and experience what life was like before. And well, at present as well, like what's life for them now. And I think it would be very interesting to see the difference.
Yes. I know what you mean. You can always learn from uh ones who already have experience more than you. Yes. Thank you, Sister Judy. Who do we have next, Sister
Sister Jam, what about you? What is one thing that you think your generation is known for that you can relate with?
Yes, po. So, as someone who was born in the 2005, my generation is very well known, as Ate Judy said, about being highly connected through social media, and also about independence in our generation, like Ate Phoebe said. And to add more on that, I would say that social media has helped us raise awareness. For example, being the importance of mental health po. And social media also keeps us connected to our friends and families all over the world po. And also is to music po. I also love music po, and I resonate a lot with it.
Yes, that's actually true. So we found some similarities between the generations, right? Like some things got passed on from generation to generation. And it's true what you said that social media is a way to connect and also raise awareness. And we also use those platforms to also share our faith, right, with our friends and our loved ones who are not yet members inside the church. And if you could trade places with someone from a different generation, what would you want to do or experience?
If I could trade from a different generation po, I would specifically want to experience life in 1950s po. It was a time where people lived without social media at all po, and entertainment came from listening to radio and watching black and white TVs po. Also, I made some research and I saw people being timelessly elegant po. Women wearing full skirts po, and men being sharply dressed po. And also, of course, when people required little to no equipment in also entertainment, and they would play Filipino games, but traditional games. But
Yes, it's actually very nice that you specifically mentioned the 1950s because, yeah, fashion was different, their lifestyle was also different, the music also, and that's a very interesting comment that you made. Thank you so much, sister. Yeah, we will come back to you later.
Yes, thank you, Sister Jam. Now, we would like to know from Sister Jenica, what's one thing that your generation is known for that you resonate with?
In my generation po, let's say, masasabi ko po na tumatak that time is akin yung fashion po, that 70s outfit po. Like wearing bell-bottom pants, jumpsuit, and some miniskirt po. And also about the music po, that time is starting the boy band, like that po.
Yes, but I believe bell buttons are back in, are they?
Oh
Aren't they?
yeah, I wanted to mention that actually, like some fashion or music, they're like timeless. They're still present now, right? Like the boy bands you mentioned. Yeah.
It's trendy again, or
Yes.
still.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Bob. So now we would like to know if you could trade places with someone from a different generation for a day, what would you want to experience?
For me po, ang gusto ko po sanang mag-trade in ng place or generation is for the older generation po. like my mom's generation kasi po gusto kong makita kung paano sila kadisiplinado that time po.
Yeah, so Sister Jenica said that she would want to experience the generation of her mom because she would want to see how disciplined she was back then. Yes, that's a very good point, po. And I honestly would also want to see my parents grow up. Yes. Yeah, thank you, Sister Jenica. And last but not the least, Brother Wes. What's
Yes, po.
what yes what's one thing that your generation is known for that you resonate with?
Yes, po. So I was born in millennial uh, generation po. So I think it's one of the fun generation because we are experiencing both the millennial and the uh, Gen Z generation po. So both old school practices and activities po we can experience, and also the modern one because we're on that time it's the transition from the old school to the modern technology po. And but what things most resonate with me po is the street games or the larong kalye po.
Oh yes, that was very pop. I think it's still popular in the Philippines, right? But yes, you would you play those games when you were younger, Pop?
Yes, but we play a lot of street games po, like hide and seek po, and tumbang preso.
Mm, that sounds interesting, Paul. I honestly haven't. I've only have heard of those games because I grew up here in Austria, Paul. But they sound interesting. Um, thank you, Brother Wes.
Actually, may I add? Because we are not that far. I mean, I'm more towards the millennial side of the generation because I also grew up like playing those street games, not those that were specifically mentioned by our brother, but there were other street games that we were playing, like uh, playing catch or
Hide and
hide and
seek.
seek. Yeah, you remember, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
because we would play those together.
Oh,
Sister
yeah.
Tam grew up together. I grew up a bit earlier than she did, but yeah, around the same time. Okay, Brother Wes, we would like to from you now. If if you could trade places with someone from a different generation for a day, what would you want to do?
If I will be given a chance to trade in with the other generation po, I would choose the Generation X po because on that era po they experience the historical events of in the especially in the Philippines po, like in the Manila, how magnificent Manila was and how developed Asia. I mean, Philippines in terms in Asia po. So yes po, yun po.
Yes, thank you, Paul, Brother Wes. I'll come back to you later. Now we will go back to Brother Irby. Uh, how do you personally connect with people from other generations in your family or community?
To my family, to communicate them. So like in my parents, I think we need to listening every time what is like gonna sharing, like lalo yung pagtuturo nila, tapos pag kinuwentuhan ka nila na ganito nung mga panahon, ganyan, nung maliliit pa kayo. So dapat magbigay ka ng malawak na pangunawa pag pinakikinggan mo yung mga sinasabi nila. Then sa communities, I think um, kung yung may mga kausap ako na sabihin nating mas nakakatanda sa akin, so makikinig akong mabuti, then kung ano yung sa tingin na interesting, parang gusto ko ulitin yon kung may pagbibigay ng pagkakataon. Then sa mga bagong henerasyon naman, I think doon naman sasabihin ko na dapat ganito, dapat magtuturo naman ako. Na kasi yung may mga lalo, hindi na ginagawa ng ganito, dati ginagawa namin, pero yung ngayong henerasyon hindi na. Like that.
Okay, thank you po. So Brother Irby said that in terms of his family, for example, for when he talks to his parents, when we talk to our parents, we should have a wide understanding, listen well when to the things that they tell. Sometimes they talk about old times, back when you were a child, you would do this and that. And in terms of the community, he said that when he speaks to somebody older, he would also listen well to that person because he might learn something from that person. And to people who are younger to him, he would be the one, advising and helping them out. Yes, that's a good way to connect, honestly, to other generations. This actually is fitting. The next question is fitting, Brother Irby. What is your advice for the younger generations?
For the younger, lalo na kung yung nagsasalita is yung mga nakakatanda sa inyo, wag kagad laging sasagot. Like that. Siguro pwede tayong sumagot ng mahinahon or antayin natin kung hihingiin yung opinion natin o ano. Kasi hindi siya, parang nakakalimutan na natin lahat na kung sino at ano yung estado nung kinakausap natin. Anong kinatatayuan nung kinakausap natin. So, I think yun lang wag na wag makakalimutan sa mga bagong henerasyon. Like tulad yung kanina narinig ko na social media, sorry, about the social media. So, wag nating i-focus yung pamumuhay natin sa social media dahil ang sabi nga rin sa atin bilang mga Iglesia ni Cristo, think before you click, no? O, lagi nating isipin we are Christian even online or offline. So kahit saan tayo mapunta mga kapatid, dapat lagi nating tatandaan yan. So yun lang yung nais ko yung bahagi sa mga bagong henerasyon.
Yes, his last lines were, "That's the only thing I can advise," but I don't believe that's only. It was a lot. So what Brother Irby said was to always be respectful, especially to your parents. And in Filipino, we have the word po or opo, which is um, a sign of respect. And for those who speak Filipino or Tagalog, not to forget to use that when you speak with somebody who is older than you, and to also um, not immediately be defensive or talk back when somebody is advising you, but to listen patiently. Or if you want to say something back, you say it respectfully or in a soft tone, not disrespectful. And he also touched upon the topic social media, to not revolve your life around social media. And yes, like you said in English already, we are Christians even online. Thank you, Brother Irby, for that advice. Now we will go to Sister Phoebe. Right, Sister Tommy?
Yes. Let us know, please. How do you personally connect with people from other generations in your family or your community in general?
So I agree to what Brother Irby said po, to have respect on those who are older than us. And I believe that the different generations in my family or in the community have their own values and aspirations in life. And this I learn things which can contribute to the person that I am now, most especially giving value to my membership inside the church, which I have learned from the generations before me.
Thank you so much. And for you as a member from the younger generation, what is your wish, or do you have a message for the older generations?
My only message to the older generations, po, is that I hope you never get tired of giving us helpful advice and wisdom in the life ahead of us, because we know that we have a lot to learn. I believe that we are still beginning. And most especially help us in strengthening our faith and giving value to our membership.
Thank you so much. That message was actually very inspiring and very cute. Thank you.
Yes, what a heartfelt message. Thank you, Sister Phoebe. Now we would like to know from Sister Judy, how do you personally connect with people from other generations in your family or in your community?
So for me, because I actually went to uni away from them, so I actually used social media a lot to connect with them. So my answer is more of what I use, okay? Because Ka Irby and Sister Phoebe already answered a very, very good answers. So what I use is social media to connect with them, because they're far away from me, and I also of course, I update them with how my day is going, and I ask them what they're up to and any exciting news that I have. And I always want to update my family so that they're always aware of what I'm doing. And usually it's always good things. Yes, and social media, using social media is free and it's easy. So yeah, I think that's my answer.
I mean, for those kinds of things, social media is very convenient, especially for like family that is far from you. Of course, that for that we use social media, and for that we are thankful for social media, right? Yes. So, what is your life advice, Sister Judy, for younger generations?
So for the younger generations, I know some of them are still figuring out what they want in life, and it's okay. Take your time, and as members of the Church of Christ, we have our Almighty God to bring all our worries to. So just always pray and always follow God's commandments and listen to your parents, as Brother Irby said, in order to have a peaceful life. Yeah.
Yes. What good advice. Thank you, Sister Judy.
I feel actually very touched that we are like in this kind of age to advise younger generations. Like I was always taking advices from anyone else, and then when someone is coming to me for some advice, I'll be like, what advice can I give you? But yeah, I always give the advice that the elderly were giving us when we were younger. Thank you so much, Sister Judy. Let's go back to Sister Jamily. How do you personally connect with people from other generations in your family or your community?
I personally connect with other people from the other generation po, by making it a genuine conversation. I think I would always use the question and answer exchange po. I think the key is to show curiosity and respect from their perspectives po.
If I may comment on that, I can only confirm that because knowing Sister Jamily personally as well, that's how she talks to me sometimes. Like when we see each other, she asks so many questions, and I just love about her. Yes, stay curious, Sister Jamily.
I can also agree because when you talk to older people, right, when they notice that you are actually very curious about something, you're taking advice from them, they actually feel good about that as well, and they can give you the advice that you need. Do you have a wish or a message to the older generation, Sister Jam?
My For me, I would say the same as Ate Phoebe po. It's I want to agree that we always take in whatever the older generation is advising us, and I think um, whatever they say to us always alters our perspectives into the betterment for us, and so is most importantly po, for our faith po, as Ate Phoebe said po, and Ate Judy sa and Kuya Irby po.
Yes, but thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, Sister Jam. Now we go to Sister Jenica. How do you personally connect with people from other generations in your family or community po?
For me po, para po makasabay or makakonect with the younger generation po, let's say po, you need po na pag-aralan yung kanilang mga trending. Let's say po yung gadget. For me po is, it's difficult for me to use gadget sometimes po. So, I need po na pag-aralan, magtanong din po sa mga younger generation na how to use that po, and sometimes po, let's say po yung pag searching ng before po kasi books po yung ginagamit namin for school, for searching for assignment, but now po only one click you can search online po. That's why, but for me po it's difficult po. That's why to my granddaughter I asked her to teach me how to use gadget and other online services po para maka-in din po ako.
That's a great way to connect with other generations. So Sister Jenica said that she connects, for example, with the younger generations by asking for help with electronic devices, with gadgets, and with internet and with social media. Because back then they would learn their information from books, and now you can just type in a word and find the information that you need on the internet. So she asks her granddaughter to help her out sometimes. That's a great way to connect with each other. Um, to be honest, I didn't. I I almost didn't imagine that you already have a granddaughter. You don't look like it, Paul. You look too young for it, Paul. Anyway, what is your life advice for the younger generation, Paul?
For me po, advice po for younger generation po as a member of Iglesia ni Cristo po, ano man po yung trend or in po sa atin sa sanlibutan, dapat po hindi po tayo nakikiuso o nakikibagay. Tapos po dapat po alam po natin yung sa pagpili ng kaibigan, alam po natin din yung pakikisama at may limitasyon po sa bawat pakikisama po. Tapos po, yun po nabanggit na po ng ka-Irby, ng ka-ano, yung social media po, sana po, yun po, 'wag sanang laging doon nakatuon lang yung mga ngayong younger generation po, 'wag din po laging doon. Tapos po dapat po, makita po yung disiplina po sa mga younger generation. Alam po yung pagkakaiba ng batang Iglesia ng Cristo dun sa batang sanlibutan po. Dapat po yung makita po yung malaking pagkakaiba po nila. Yan.
Thank you po, Sister Jenica. That's great advice. So, she said that we shouldn't follow all the trends of this world. Like we should be careful what of the trends of this world. Those who are against the words of God, we should not follow them, and we should be careful with choosing our friends, of course. there's always a limit to who we can be friends with. We follow the words of God in terms of who we choose as friends, di ba po? And also, in terms of social media, not to revolve your life around social media. And one thing I also like what you said is the discipline in a child that was raised in the Church of Christ is different from the a child that isn't in church. So thank you, Sister Jenica, for that advice. For yes. Who do we have next, Sister Tammy?
Let's ask the same question to Brother Wes. How do you personally connect with people from other generations?
Yes, but I connect to other people, to other generation from mine by interacting for both older and younger generation from people. Because whenever you're having conversation with other people, you can learn something new po. Just be open-minded po.
That's actually very true. Like the others one also mentioned. I mean, what you can get from those answers is like one generation helps the other, or you learn from the other generation. And yes, that's very true, brother. Do you have any advices for the younger generations?
Yes, but so for the younger generation po, since the era of internet is booming po, just be careful on what we are posting and even reading on social media, because we have to fact check before believing to those articles or news that we see online po, so that we can um, protect ourselves and our family, because our profile on online is our virtual life po. So just be vigilant din po.
Thank you. That is another good advice on using on how to use social media in a safe way, especially for the younger generations. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, thank you, Brother Wes. Now let's go back one last time to Kuya Erby. As members of the Church of Christ, no matter what generation you're in, what is something that we all value?
So for me is no matter what the generation is, love for God and faithful service should not be lost, especially if you want to achieve the salvations. So kahit na anong pong mangyari, ano man po, makabago o makalumang henerasyon tayo, eh patuloy pa po yung ating paglilingkod. Then ang pinaka wag po nating makakalimutan yung hingin lagi ang tulong o saklolo mula sa ating Panginoong Diyos. Kasi ang sabi nga, wag tayong manghahawak sa sarili nating kakayanan. Then kung ano man po yung dumarating sa ating mga buhay, lagi natin din siyang tatawagan. Magaan man po ang pagdadala o mabigat man po ang ating mga pinagdadaanan, siya lang po ang lagi nating tatawagan.
Thank you
Yun po yung
for that answer. So the part where he spoke Tagalog, he said that we should that no matter what generation we're in, we should always continue in our active services to our Lord God. And no matter what we're going through, no matter what generation you're in, we all go through different kinds of trials or sufferings in life. Do not depend on your own capabilities. Always remember that you can call upon our Lord God for help. Thank you, Brother Irby, for that wonderful advice. Din po. Now, do you have, I'm sure you do, any shout outs?
Yun, shout out po sa aking sa akin pong kasama sa bahay na nag-birthday po nitong December 13. Then, si Ka Henry po, ang aking ka-CWS teacher. And then, sa mga mahal ko sa buhay sa Pilipinas, sa aking sa magulang, sa mga kapatid ko, hello po. Ingat po kayo lagi dyan. Miss ko na kayo soon. Makikita ulit tayo. Then, sa lahat po ng mga may tungkulin sa ating distrito, sa kapisahan ng Pansambahayan, lalo po sa ating tagapangasiwa, kapatid na Bisar Balsita, kay Jake Aaron Edic, at sa ating pong CFO coordinator, kapatid na Oliver Nagit. Hello po sa aming destinado kay kapatid na Danilo, si Kaalim po. Okay po.
Thank you so much, brother. Let's also hear from Sister Phoebe. What is something that you think we all value as members of the Church of Christ?
I just want to add on what our brother said po, that whatever generation we are in, we all have the same goal as members inside the church, and that is to give glory and praises to our Almighty God, and of course to give importance in our membership and our duties inside the church, so that we may be also of help to our church administration.
Yes, that's yeah, thanks for adding that. Do you have any shout outs?
Yes, shout out po to my family there in Rukan, and to my sister there in Mindalan, to the brethren here in Larvik, to my family in the Philippines. That's all po. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Paul.
Thank you, Sister Phoebe. Now we go to Sister Judy. No matter what generation we're in, as members of the Church of Christ, what is something that we all value?
As a member of the Church of Christ, we all value the commandments of God, and we are not like the people of this world. We have our own values inside the Church of Christ, which we always uphold no matter what situation and generation we are in, as what Brother Irby and Sister Phoebe said. And as we should never change because the world wants us to change. We should always uphold our values inside the Church of Christ in order for us to receive God's blessings in our lives.
Yes, that's true. We should not conform to the world, but keep the values that we have in the church, no matter what generation we're in. Yes, thank you, Sister Judy. So, do you have any shout outs?
Yes. So shout out to the Palerasio, Eslao Santos, Salazar family, and everyone in the locale of Oslo, East Norway, and to our destinado brother Rodel Malyari, and everyone watching right now. And thank you so much for having me tonight.
Yes, thank you for joining, Sister.
Thank you, Sister Judy, for joining us. I actually very miss you already. Like she was my former co-host. Yes, now let's move on to Sister Jem. What is something that you think we all value as members as the church of the Church of Christ?
As members of the Church of Christ, as everyone said already and mentioned, Kuya Irby, Ate Phoebe, and Ate Judisa, we all value prayers po. We all value worship. We all value our duties in the church. And I have to agree with everyone has said already po.
Yeah, thank you. I would also like to add that from a young age, we are being guided from the older generations, right? And that's how they pass their church values, their faith onto the younger generations. And that's just, yeah, they're just going through the generations.
It continues.
Yeah, it continues. Thank you. Do you have any shout outs?
Yes po, I would like to shout out my family po in the Philippines, in Italy po. Special shout out po to my Tito Giorgi. happy birthday po. And brethren and officers po from our GWS po, Zagreb, Croatia po. And to our district supervising minister po, Kavizar Balsita po, and also to Kajik po, and along with their families po.
Thank you so much, sister.
Yes, thank you, Sister Jam. Now we go to Sister Jenica one last time. As members of the Church of Christ, no matter what generation you're in, what is something that we all value?
As a member of Church of Christ po, whatever generation you belong to po, we value all our faith po. Sa pagtupad po natin ng tungkulin, dapat po wala pong reserbasyon. Lagi po sanang makita po sa atin yung pagsisikap, yung pagtsatsaga sa pagtupad ng tungkulin, lalo na po yung ipamahagi po natin yung pananampalataya po natin sa old generation or sa new generation po, dapat po ipamahagi para makasama din po natin sila sa loob ng iglesia po.
Thank you po, Sister Jenica. So, what you said in Filipino is that let's all continue in our active services and in fulfilling our duties, and also in the in sharing our faith, no matter what generation of people we should share our faith to everyone. Yes, thank you, Sister Jenica. How about your shout outs po?
Shoutout po sa masipag po naming destinado, ka James Brainerd Bautista po and sa kanya pong pamilya. And shoutout po din po sa pamilya ko sa Pinas, yung twinsan ko po na nasa Davao po. Salamat po sa mga taga Davao po sa pag-aalaga sa mga anak ko. Thank you po. At saka shoutout po sa choir po ng Zagreb at mga may tungkulin po. At yung mga anak ko po dito sa Zagreb po. Shoutout po. Thank you po for inviting me po.
Thank you po for joining us, and shout out to all the brethren in Zagreb, Croatia, and Pasin, Croatia. Yes, so last but not the least, Brother Wes, as members of the Church of Christ, no matter what generation we're in, what is something that we all value?
Yes, but as a member of Church of Christ in general po, we value our divine election in the church po. And also we should also remember and value the sacrifices of our old or pioneering members in the Iglesia ni Cristo po. It's because of them we're having this um churches din po.
Yes, thank you, Brother Wes. So how about your shout outs?
Yes, but shout out to my family from the Philippines and to my sister in Kuwait po. Also the brethren in North Spain po. And to all the brother and sister here in GWS Croatia po.
Yes, thank you, Brother Wes. What a wonderful topic discussion. Thank you to all of our guests for joining in this topic discussion. Yeah. So sadly, we have come to the end of our broadcast, right, Sister Tammy?
Yes, sister. Do you have any birthday greetings?
I do.
Yes,
Yes.
you do. Including yourself. Joke.
I can't greet myself, but I would like to greet my fellow December birthday celebrants, one of which is here as our guest, Sister Judy. Once again, happy birthday. And one of our
Birthday.
one of our fellow district multimedia officers is also celebrating her birthday, Sister Heidi Joy Holmstrom. And also my two cousins, sisters Pauline and Jacqueline Maxwell, they're celebrating their birthday this month. Who else? do we want to greet Sister Tammy?
I also want to greet belated happy birthday to Sister Judy Sal, and also my current co-host, Sister Ella. She will be celebrating also her birthday this month.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to all the birthday celebrants. Do you have any shout outs out there?
Yes, a shout out to my family and friends, especially to my relatives who are celebrating their birthday this month. Shout out to all the brethren in Oslo East, in Zagreb, Croatia, in Larvik, Norway, in Brno, Czech Republic, and all of our district. Yes, how about you, Sister Tammy?
I also want to shout out my family and friends. Also to the viewers and listeners who were tuning in tonight. Also to the guests. Also shout out to the Group Worship Service of Brno, Czech Republic. Also to Zagreb, Croatia. There in Norway. Greetings to you, and also to Larvik. And also the whole district of Northern Europe, and also Vienna Center and Vienna West and Steyr Group Worship Service and our respective destinados.
Yes. Hello to brother, sorry, brother Mark, Keith Villarreal, brother Pia Jojo Tanes, and brother Danilo Kaalim and his wife, Sister Laura Kaalim. Hello po.
Okay. Okay, we also want to thank the tech team in the Philippines who are always supporting us during our broadcasts. Also, thank you to our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, for having INCRadio programs such as this. Also to Brother Angelo Aranio Manalo, our CEBSI President and CEO, and Christian Family Organizations Coordinator. Also to Brother Montreville Boy, our INC Media Production Section Chief, Brother Wally Taray, INC Radio Station Manager.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you also to Brother Visar Balsita, our District Supervising Minister, Brother Jake Edick, our Assistant District Supervising Minister, and Brother Oliver Nugget, our District CFO Overseer. Yes. So thank you again for watching. You can catch us every Sunday, 8 p.m. Central European Time, or Monday, 3 a.m. Philippine Time. This has been INCRadio Northern Europe Satellite Studio, and next up is Ito
ang payo.
Thank you. See you next week.
See you next time. Thank you for watching.
Cue music.
In the Bible it was proclaimed it would be hard to be a Christian in these last days. So we gotta be ready to fight the good fight. Yeah. We have been taught from the beginning. This is no time to be lax or be sleeping. Let nothing change our faith inside the Church of